Welcome everyone to the JungleCast Podcast. I am your host, Dre Montana, along with Lolex, Melly the Pirate, Deep Voice Cam, and today we have a very special guest with us. He's a man of many talents, balancing a wide range of interests from construction, woodwork to survival games. Also, he streams regularly on Twitch with a mix of games like Arena Blackout, GTA 5, and Skyrim. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Oliver Green to the podcast. How you doing today, my guy?
What's going on?
Woo!
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. How's everybody doing? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I can't complain. Been a busy Saturday before I came on here, so I'm all good now. Hopefully. How about y'all?
I can't complain. I started my day with a study group session for school, and I thought I was gonna go vote today, but it was a little too crowded for my personal liking, so I postponed that for tomorrow morning.
Okay, I forgot election day is literally this Tuesday, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn. Oh, I ain't even vote. I ain't planning to vote. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
I voted last week at some school. It was too packed, and all these old ass white women kept complaining to us being about on our phone. I'm like, bro, what you think we about to do right now?
Mm-mm. Them old Karen's crying already. Them old biddies already crying, huh?
Good old Karen never
Mulberries is
fails.
crazy.
See, and that's why I vote through mail. I'm not trying to go nowhere that I gotta
Mm.
stand and go vote on a ballot. I'll do that shit at home. Just send me the mail to my house. Just check off who I'm voting for and just send that bitch right back.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. But let's get this started though. So Oliver Green, how did your name Oliver Green started? Where did it come
It's
from?
interesting. All right, so some time ago, I used to make rap music and hip hop music and things like that. So my original name, I used to go by Larry OG. Larry is my government. And for a long time, a lot of people always ask me what was the OG standing for. And, I used to say, ocean grown because I used to be a part of like the whole marijuana lifestyle and whatnot. Still a part of it. But as I got a little more mature and my style of music was changing up a little bit, I wanted to change my my alias to something more grown, I guess. Everybody's always some type of OG as far as music is going, hip hop. Oliver Green is just something more subtle and just seems, I don't know, it just rolled off the tongue, honestly.
Okay, because the reason why I'm asking because I know you spell like your Twitch name is says Oliver Green. That's how I like. You still people say Oliver, right? That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Although it's spelled differently.
Yeah, it's just OLVR, just to be a little unique for my Twitch handle.
Okay, got you. So what inspired you
Yeah.
to start streaming?
Uh, what's the best answer? For a long time, I've always looked at different streamers from like YouTubers playing like some of my favorite games. And for the longest of times, I always just wanted to have that same feeling. Like it'd be nice to just be able to have a computer or whatever system strong enough to just stream. Like I've been playing online since like Halo days, and I wish that I had the capacity or knowledge to stream then. But I quit my job 2022. So I was just living off of savings for like 6 months, and I ended up buying a PC. And it just clicked in me. I didn't have nothing else going on. I wasn't working at the moment. I had a lot of free time, and a lot of my friends and affiliates are like very good at content creation and looking at their stuff is like, wow, like it's really possible for somebody like me and people in my peer group. So I was like, why should I do it?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what job, if you don't mind me asking, what job did you work before you end up quitting?
Um, so I used to do hospitality for a big real estate company called Rocket Mortgage, and I used to manage their event team. So anything event related from like, new hires, the whole orientation process, fingerprinting, things like that. And Rocket Mortgage is so big, as most people know, at least for Detroit, Dan Gilbert owns like damn near every building downtown Detroit, and he has venues in those spaces. And some of those venues are booked for weddings and things like that.
Okay. You say you're from Detroit? You live in
Yep.
Detroit or you live in Detroit?
Yep, born and raised.
Wait, I must say, Mel, don't you live in Michigan, right? Oh, she
Yeah,
probably,
she's
she
yeah,
from
she's
Michigan, right?
from
I think she
yep.
does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we literally know each other IRL.
Oh, okay. Damn, this is the second time you. This is back-to-back podcast because on the last podcast, you and Oh So Silly, y'all was high schools before. Y'all been in high school before, right?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Damn, small
Yeah.
world out
I
here.
was like,
And Mel know
I
everybody.
peeped that. I was like, dang. I was like, that's back to back. I literally was thinking that. And I was like, I'm gonna just wait for it to come up naturally in conversation.
Mel, you out here popular. I didn't even know that.
Oh my goodness. People said somebody said that to me last night. They like, you know, all these people. I'm like, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So when you
Small world.
indeed, very small world indeed. So Oliver, what were some
Mhm.
when you first started streaming, right? What were some of your
Mhm.
biggest challenges you faced?
When I started streaming, my biggest challenge with the variety of games that I love to play, I had to figure out what game I should play that will be best for me comfortably and that would be considered popular for a viewership. Um, with me being already a GTA RP person, that was my first go to because I'm always watching a lot of GTA RP streamers or any RP related games. So I started off doing like 8-hour streams, 12-hour streams, and nothing was happening. Like 1, 2 views, and I don't know. Over time, I just figured out maybe I'll be better off as just a straight up variety streamer and a little bit of FPS.
You feel like it's easier being that way, like a variety streamer that you could play a whole bunch of games. That just play that one game that you praying that somebody come and support you on.
you know, I still haven't figured that part out yet because right now, I would say a lot of my viewership does come from GTA related games. But I also have a spike when it comes to community related games. When I'm playing some of these horror games like DBD with my friends or any other game like that, I see a lot of viewership, and it's like, damn, okay. I didn't think I was gonna like horror games to be streaming. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, y'all don't know me like that, but I don't really like scary stuff.
I don't
But
know.
but once I got into it, I was like, okay, I can kind of do this. I can kind of do this. Do a spooky vibe with some RP going on. Because to be honest with you, I don't know if this is one of your next questions, but one of the main games that helped me acquire Twitch affiliateship was Conan Exiles. But I was playing Conan Exiles in an RP server, so I was role playing as like a Black Viking type of guy. And during that time, I was averaging like 10 to 15 viewers just off of some role play purposes.
Mm-hmm. I definitely understand that. Oh, that's a nice sweater, man. Yeah, I like that sweater. I like it. I need to give me a Nike sweater like that.
Yeah, that's fire.
Your mic is off, by the way.
You're muted. You're muted.
Ha 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 ha. No, I'm a Nike fiend. I have so much Nike stuff. It's insane. My brother worked there for like a few years, and he added me on his Nike thing. So like, I just started going crazy and just buying stuff.
Oh, nice
Hold on,
belt
Nothing
Mel.
but
too.
We gotta talk
Nike.
about the mug.
Oh, that shit go hard.
Promotion.
Nice. Yeah, that's fire.
Good jungle.
Ad
Okay,
time,
listen,
y'all.
guys. Go to
That's
Dre
fire.
Montana's page. Go down to his little box and buy one of these. Okay, it's a great mug.
It came out. It looked good too, by the way.
No, it looked
So-
fire.
It
Yeah,
does. It's
really
really
nice.
nice. It came out perfect. It looks like it's like factory, like
Yeah.
like they make a
Mhm.
bunch of these.
Mhm.
Dre, send me the link to that. I'm gonna put my liquor in it.
I
I-
have coffee
He said
in
he gonna
here,
put
but
it to
literally-
use.
Listen,
I'm sipping
All
my
right,
water.
I do.
Don't be a looker, y'all.
I got
Get
you.
y'all
I
that
got you.
JungleCast Podcast mug.
Indeed. But what I was gonna say now. Oh, so all right. So Oliver, what does a typical day look like for you as a streamer?
Um, well, currently with me being in nursing school, my streaming schedule has been very combative with my school schedule. So I'll just say this. Before I started school, I was streaming like a solid 4 or 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Now that school is getting kind of serious, I think it's like 3 days now. That would be guaranteed.
All right.
Did you say what you were going to school for?
Oh, I'm going to school for nursing.
Ooh, nursing. I heard that's the one.
W.
Yeah.
That's
I heard that's one of like the hardest degrees to get.
Mhm.
Nursing.
It's
Yeah.
rigorous. It's very rigorous.
It's
Yeah.
very hard, yeah.
It's yeah, and that's the reason why I had to say that because going into like as I was planning for my first week of school, I had my next few weeks of streaming schedule laid out. Like, okay, I could do it this day, this day, this day. But once school started, it's like, oh, I got like a whole lot of homework and 10 books to read almost every day. So
Oh my god.
it just becomes I don't want to say stressful, but it's challenging to stay on top of my streaming.
Yeah. I mean, school is stressful off the rip. Overall, school
It
is
is,
stressful.
yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
depending on what major you're doing and classes and the amount of work your professor's giving you, it could be stressful, but it could be manageable as well. It's all about,
Definitely.
it's all about time management. I always tell people who go to college, it's all about time management. College is not that hard, but I ain't gonna say it's easy
really
either.
True.
I view it.
It's in the middle for
But
sure.
time management is the biggest part of it because if you can like handle your time and how you study and how you get your work done, then
Mhm.
you know
Fun,
it all
yeah.
come together. But being adults, that's what make it hard is that you're an adult. You can't dedicate your entire day to school just like you would if you was in high school
Mm-hmm.
or you know what I'm saying. Even if you're a freshman, you 18 just going into college, yeah, all your life is school. You're not in the real world. But once you start
Mhm.
having jobs and paying bills and
Right.
taking care of your house and your household, it's a whole nother ball game.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills don't slow down. I'll tell you that.
They really do not.
I I guess I could say I had it kind of easy in college because I had to worry about. I had a job and stuff like that, and I had to pay bills, but I was dorming when I was at school, and
Okay.
all my family problems that shit stays at home. Don't bring that shit to me when I'm at school. Fuck that. That's what most weekends,
Word.
like most weekends, on weekends, when most of the students from the dorms go home for the weekends, my ass staying in the dorms. I remind y'all, my school sucks. Like we had no football team, so Saturdays sucked. Like how most colleges they have football teams and you have the Saturday games. We ain't had none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the closest thing we
Damn.
had, exactly. So the closest thing we ever had was like the basketball team. That's
Yeah.
one of the popular sports in our school. But yeah, I just stay my ass home every weekend when I'm at campus.
Yeah, for me, like I think that college was easier than high school for me because high school, you go to class 8 a.m. You're not done till about 4. And so someone with ADHD, you get all that information. I remember getting home, mom asked, "What you like at school today?" Shit, I don't know. It's so much information. But then college, you got it like way spaced out. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I remember that. You got like I'm more attentive. And for me,
Mhm.
that was just what made it better. Hey, but Oliver, man, I can't let Dre ask another question before asking about the dope ass setup. Like you ain't just gonna keep flexing on us with the Supreme and the Nike.
Word.
I feel like I'm in
Listen,
private
he has
over
so
there.
much Supreme shit.
Yeah,
It's
I'm a Supreme
ridiculous.
fiend. It's nasty. I got
I,
Supreme on right
Listen,
now.
what
Mm-hmm.
is the weirdest Supreme thing that you've ever bought?
Let's hear it.
Okay. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's dark. But I realized I became a Supreme hype beast when I purchased what is it called? It's a voodoo doll.
you
Voodoo
mean that
doll.
shit Kid Cudi got on at his house?
Yep,
Oh my
I have an actual Supreme voodoo doll. I used to have this is one of my favorite pieces. Like when it comes to Supreme, I'm more of like the accessory kind of person, trinkets and things like that.
Okay.
So I used to have a snow globe, but as you can see, it fell and broke.
He has
Damn.
Supreme
Yeah.
olive oil.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, damn.
I forgot about that.
Supreme everything. Supreme dreams. Supreme life.
God.
We okay.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Because
Oh,
who would have ever thought that they would make olive oil, right? Like
bet you
that.
Word.
Hey, I
yeah.
bet you when you be boiling the pasta, that shit's gonna taste amazing with a supreme.
Like this
Taste
pasta tastes
supreme.
quite supreme.
Hey, Supreme.
Y'all want to see
Supreme
something
pasta.
else? It's let me see. There's a couple of items here. I'm
I
gonna show
went
you
to
like
I went to the store private. It's over here in Austin. They had Supreme stuff. They want $100 for a T-shirt. I'm like, you must be out your damn mind.
Yeah, kiss my ass
All
for
right,
$100
so-
t-shirt.
so you gotta have your Supreme Wheaties.
Mhm.
What?
You
Lord.
know,
No
And,
fucking
you know,
way.
for the
So they
kids,
sold
you
everything.
gotta have the mac and cheese for the kids. Supreme. You see, you got the Supreme tea on
Supreme
it as
mac
well.
and cheese is crazy.
That's ridiculous.
That's
Okay, I
nice
ain't
from
mad at the mac
olive
and
oil.
cheese.
And wait,
I
wait.
ain't mad at that one. If I was a kid, I'd be happy as hell.
Like
It's a-
Supreme tea air freshener situation.
What?
What's the scent?
Bruh.
Black ice.
I was about to say,
Okay.
you better not say
See?
Supreme either.
I'm not
The scent is Supreme. I better not hear
Nah.
that.
Black guys, that shit strong as hell though.
Black
Black
ice is a
ice.
W car air freshener though.
That shit
Word,
strong.
That's true.
And a shower cap.
Damn.
Not
The shower cap is cool. I like the shower
No,
cap.
I love that.
Yeah. I
You
kind
don't
of got carried away, but
You don't got
my
Supreme
Supreme
PC, right?
habits. No,
Okay.
but you're probably gonna you're speaking it into the atmosphere though, because Supreme, they make so many different
You got,
random
like-
items. Go
You got,
ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
we can
sorry.
see now.
You got like the fit. You got like the fit, like the jacket, the shirt, the pants with some Timbs to it.
No Timbs, but everything else though.
But you got Timbs.
I got Supreme Dunks and Supreme Air Maxes and
Mm-mm-mm.
Supreme
Oh,
Forces.
nice.
That's wild, bro. That's wild.
Yeah,
fair.
That shit
it
probably
can get a
cost.
little.
That should probably
Go
cost a
ahead.
grip. That should probably cost a
Mm.
grip.
Supreme, we need y'all to sponsor this man.
Really
I hope
do.
so.
The cool thing about Supreme though is that it's got a decent resale value. So it's like if
That
you
is
want to
true.
get rid of it, you can always somebody's gonna buy it from you.
People always want Supreme, and my history with Supreme is I actually used to like resell a lot of clothing, like sneakers, Supreme items, any other thing that's considered popular in our fashion trends. And I've been able to, people might think Supreme is expensive, but if you're actually shopping from the Supreme retail store, it's kind of regular prices.
Oh, okay.
You're like a t-shirt might cost you, like this shirt right here was $38 from Supreme. But if
Okay,
you
fair
go on
enough.
some place, yeah, so if you go on a place like StockX or something like that, okay, boom, it's gonna be an easy 150 for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kiss
I
my
like
ass for
those glasses
150.
by the way.
Thank you, Zenny
Yeah.
Opticals. I appreciate that.
Mm. I'm still waiting for my pair.
I'm still waiting on mine. Yeah, I'm
I
just
was
like,
about to say, who's still waiting?
I'm like, I gotta text you, kid. Like, bro,
I
did I
have
do something
mine.
wrong?
Yeah, I just haven't done my video yet for that. I did a text review,
Right back.
but okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I did my
Keep the talk.
video. I gotta do my over thing, my voice over for the
Mm,
video, and then I'll be done with it. But guess what I did?
what's up?
What you
One
do?
of my eyes is the wrong prescription. I made one
Really?
eye like too strong on accident because like it's like a difference between the 2.5. And I guess when I did the slider, because I just sent the screenshots over of the thing. When I did the slider, I picked the wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
So like I wear them occasionally because it doesn't bother me, but I do realize that like if I keep it on for like a full stream, I will get a headache afterwards. But like it doesn't affect my vision; it just affects me like later.
Wait, you talking about the
Mm.
glasses?
So you'll have like a headache
Yeah,
or
because I
something?
accidentally made the wrong like I did the wrong prescription, and like I feel so bad because so many people haven't gotten their glasses yet. So I'm like, I'm just not gonna say anything. Like I'm just gonna buy a pair myself because I do like them a lot. I'll just
Mhm.
buy a pair, and then just call it a day because we do still have the discount code. So
Yeah.
I ended up doing that the first time when all that information was going about. Like I bought a pair of glasses and then I was sent the pair of glasses as well. But the funny part about it is I guess I like these glasses so much I got another pair through Zenny, with the rum
Nice.
creator.
Nice.
But I wish I had did a different pair. But
Uh,
that's a really good website though.
Yeah, they have some nice glasses. Like the frames themselves are cheap. It's just when you start putting like the tint and the blue light blocking, like that's when it
Hmm.
starts getting pricey. But I feel like that's true for any glasses retailer.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It's
The blue light blocking was very important for me.
exactly, especially if you game on a monitor for like countless
Hmm.
hours. It does help.
Yes,
Right.
working for like working on computers all day, I'll be needing
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm still waiting for my pair. So I mean, I'm just keep on waiting until I hear otherwise.
Same.
I got a question for you. And
What's up?
I feel like I'm asking questions based off of like insider information, so it's kind of funny. Okay, so what game do you have the most hours played on, and what is that game?
Oh,
And what are the hours? Make sure you say the.
let me open up my Steam, but
Y'all say don't lie either.
But it's
We'll find
insane.
out.
It's actually insane. It's actually an insane amount of hours.
all right, so so I gotta back up a little bit though. So I lied, Dre. When I first started streaming, I thought I was gonna be that survivalistic, person that can show people how to survive in certain games and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Because this particular game that I have what's this 55,462 hours in this game.
Huh? Get what
Good
game?
Lord.
This is it's called it's called DayZ.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You said over 5,000 hours?
Yes, sir.
5,400.
Googly moogly. Damn.
I mean, I heard of Daisy before, but I never heard somebody put over 5,000 fucking hours.
I'll say no 5,000 hours worth of
You
days.
That's
know-
227 days.
That's how long?
Damn, Oliver.
This game has been, I don't know, it had me in a major chokehold. Like, of course we all probably don't think this way, but for people that like survival things and post-apocalyptic situations, this game was that game and still is that game to kind of reenact what Rick and all them went through in The Walking Dead.
But damn.
And I really love base building games too, because you can build a base, you can craft things. It's I used to call it a big boy game because it doesn't tell you, go here, go there. Now you got to do that next. You just play and survive.
Yeah.
Damn,
All right,
5,000
so
hours though.
I have
Did
a
you play
follow-up
Power
question.
Power World.
Yeah.
I didn't get Power World, and I think I didn't get Power World because I was conflicted between a game that was already out at the time. I believe I was
Okay, I
playing.
was just.
I would like to, but I believe I was already invested into. I believe it was Enshrouded that came out like a week or so before Power World.
Yeah, it was the base building part that made me ask that.
Okay.
I
I
like the
heard you
shooting.
though, Lex. My bad.
All right, so Oliver,
Mm-hmm.
do you have a game that you've spent like the most outrageous amount of money on? If so, what is that game?
I'm actually disappointed about this one. So I paid for the pre-order for not Skyrim, for Starfield, and got like the extra package and all that stuff. And how much did I spend? It was like $119.
Oh my God.
And it was disappointing because the game sucks.
Because
And
Starfield.
yeah, and as y'all know, I love Skyrim. So I thought that Bethesda was gonna do their due diligence and just put that oomph in it, with the outer space atmosphere, but they just failed horribly. And
So
I
what did
kind of have
I was gonna say, what did they like in your point of view? What did you like about Starfield? Because I've been hearing the same thing too. Now, not a lot of people like Starfield as much, but what's your opinion on that?
so I would say overall, I would probably give that game probably like a 6 out of 10.
Damn.
Like graphically is cool. Graphically is cool. The combat is cool. The miscellaneous things, the miscellaneous customizations you can do, like with your spaceships or your actual character with powers and things like that. All that is cool, but The story was lackluster, and for the time and day and age that we're in with technology, why are we playing a space game that doesn't allow you to have space rovers to travel the planets you're landing on?
They do have now.
So
They
yeah,
do now.
now,
But
They do
before,
now,
yeah.
yeah.
But
yeah,
before,
now
yeah.
they do. And the overall story was just, I don't know. I think it was just a mixed bunch of mess.
Yeah, I ain't
'Cause I
with the
feel like,
story.
hmm like the
And
whole
that's sad.
yeah, the whole anomaly project when you're going back into different was it different portals or different,
hmm
I can't even think of the word right now, but you were going into different time zones of your same, I don't know,
Yeah.
or different dimensions of where you were, and you were like playing different versions of yourself and your characters, and I just felt that that was pretty trash, especially for all the hard work that I put in for my character just to die at the end.
Mm.
That is true.
That's crazy.
Oh, congrats on that new Skyrim DLC that I can't play.
Oh,
That
I heard.
I have to congratulate
oh.
you on because you can play and I can't play it.
So wait, what's the new
I'm
DLC for
sick to
Skyrim?
Oh,
my
that's DLC?
stomach. Like when
But
I
wait,
say I'm sick to my stomach about it, I'm actually like disgusted.
I got something for you though, Melly. Because with Steam, we can share the entire library now, right?
But my computer it can't handle Skyrim. My computer
Mm,
can't handle Skyrim. It's gonna explode. It's literally gonna
okay.
blow the fuck. Like I'm this close to gonna go buy an Xbox. Like that's how I feel about like I'm
Mm-mm.
this close, and I do not like Xbox. I do not like Xbox at all. But when I say I want to play this DLC so bad with my heart and my soul, and it's another one coming out, and I'm scared that I'm not gonna be able to play the other one either.
Damn.
Yeah, they're still teasing Elder Scrolls 6 as well. I
That's
just,
not coming out till next gen, though. I'm not even worried about that. But that's
Definitely
the thing.
not.
yeah,
It's not coming out till next gen. So it's like if I go buy an Xbox, I'm not gonna be like it's next gen. So it's probably not gonna come out.
Nah,
And
it
I'm
might
gonna
as well
still
come
have to
out.
buy another Xbox, which is
It's
gonna
gonna
make me
come
sick
out.
again. But Fable comes out next year, right?
Yes.
I've been
Yeah.
waiting on
That's on the
Fable for a
current.
very
That's gonna
long
be on
time.
current Xbox. So it might
Yes.
be time for me to just get a box because I want to play Fable.
Yeah. I
Oh,
might just upgrade
can,
my PC.
can y'all
Or I want
excuse
to
me
get
for one
that.
second? Someone's at my door.
Go take your time.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I
One
want to get
second.
that Asus, the Rogue. I should be able to play Skyrim on that, right?
What?
Probably.
The Rogue. It's like it's like a Steam Deck, but it's got better hardware than the Steam Deck.
Oh, probably. I don't know. I don't know about the Steam Deck like that.
I might just grab that. I was gonna wait till Christmas, but I don't know. This new DLC's got me feeling away. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, I'm definitely. I was thinking about getting an Xbox instead of just building another PC. I'm like, you know what? I'm already paying 12 something a month. Well, $12 a month for the PC and Game Pass, and whatever's on the PC Game Pass, whatever's on the Xbox Game Pass, I can get on the PC Game Pass. I just want to
Right.
get. I just want to
Right.
build. I just want to upgrade my PC just because of the new Gears of War game that comes out hopefully next year, day. And Fable as well, because I haven't played Fable shit since Fable 3. And that was
Fable
back.
3, but Fable 3 was so good. It was so good that like I'm
Fable is
so
amazing.
excited for this new Fable. It's so good. Like for me, I feel like Elder Scrolls and Fable are like very like neck
Mhm.
and neck
I was
quality
just
wise.
I was just gonna say, if Fable would have been able to keep up with their development back then, I probably would have never tried Skyrim.
I like the first two
I feel
Fables
like
though.
that too.
I like the first two Fables. The third one, I'm like, I'm 50-50 on that. I like the first two Fables.
Hmm
But I can't wait for the next one to come out though. That
I'm
and Gears
excited
of
for the
War.
next one.
So what?
But also I need to just do my research and see if Fable is dropping on PC.
It is dropping
At
on
the
PC.
same time
Probably,
as
yeah.
I'm
console.
sure it
Is it gonna
will.
be not is it gonna drop? We know it's gonna drop. Is it
Or
dropping the same time as console is my
Yes.
question.
maybe
Yeah,
Battle
maybe.
Pass, maybe Battle Pass reasons. Yeah.
Yeah. For the Game Pass,
Okay.
yes. It's gonna be day
Or
one.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Game Pass. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Fable's gonna be on Xbox and on PC. And it's free on the Game Pass. If you have the Game Pass, you're good. That's why I
Okay.
said I'd
So
rather get a
maybe I'll
PC.
just get the Rogue. I'm gonna just go grab that rogue because I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want a box. I just don't. I just don't want one. I just don't want one. I had the very first Xbox. That bitch was a banger. Don't get me wrong. That very first Xbox,
Could,
beautiful,
could I ask
wonderful.
you a
Okay.
question?
What?
What was your first game or two that you got for the Xbox, the original?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. That was and then the fuck. It's another Xbox game that I was playing. Damn, it's so long ago, man. I was playing Xbox when Janet Jackson titty was on TV. That's how I put the time. I put
That's how
those
you
time periods
remember.
together because that's when I played
Yeah.
Xbox
It's
the
always when
most.
something major happens with a celebrity, which is crazy because it's true.
Because what's funny is that I literally had two TVs in the basement, and one TV was playing the Super Bowl, and we were playing Xbox on the other TV, literally. And like I looked over and was like, "Oh my god!"
Titties pop out.
Damn, I really don't
Holy.
remember, but I know for sure Dungeons and Dragons, and it was this
Mhm.
other weird ass game. It was like an alien, and
Hmm.
the advertisement was like ooze or goo, like he had like big eyes. He was gray.
Those are good. Was it Odd World?
Odd
Probably.
World.
There you go.
I
Yeah.
think
I don't
so.
think.
Odd
Yeah.
World.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I remember my
Yeah,
first.
Dungeons and Dragons and Odd World.
I mean, my first Xbox, my first original Xbox games were when it like came with the console was Xbox, Sega GT, and
Mm.
Jet Set Radio Future.
Oh yeah, Jet Set. That
Jet
was
Set-
that was a cool game.
Yeah,
That was
Jet
a
Set
cool
That
Radio
just
game.
unlocked a whole memory.
For me, at least when I first got my Xbox, I vividly remember the Bruce Lee story,
Bruce Lee.
and
Um,
and that was just when it come to like fighter games. I was like, you know, I gotta give you another backstory. So me as a gamer, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of fighting games because like my older cousins and aunts and uncles used to just whoop my ass in every game when it came to like Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. So when Bruce Lee came out, it was a story, you know, and kind of like RPG. Like I'm like, yeah, this is the shit. And it was like the classic beat 'em ups with the ragdoll features.
Mhm.
That was so cool.
Have you ever played the Jet Li one on PlayStation?
I haven't actually.
That's
Or
a good-
wait. If I have, was it on PlayStation 2?
Yes.
I believe I have. But most of my PlayStation 2 memories was dedicated to all the Grand Theft Autos and Metal Gear Solid.
Ooh, Metal Gear Solid. I remember my first Metal Gear Solid game I played was Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty
Mhm.
with Raiden and Snake. Yeah, with Snake and
Yes.
Raiden.
Yeah.
Yes,
my
that was
uncle
a
used to play
very,
Metal Gear.
very
I
good
could
game.
not play that shit. I will always, like, and sometimes I hear it in my head. Like, if I catch my kids doing something, I always hear that like that you got caught shit with the fucking exclamation point. Like,
Yeah.
I swear I hear that in my head all the time because, like, that was me. I could never hide good on Metal Gear, so I didn't play it. And I would always get caught and I would always hear that fucking noise. So whenever I catch my kids doing something, I hear that in my head. It's so funny.
You gotta
Nah,
have like the
my
patience of a viper when you play Metal Gear Solid.
nah, my favorite one is
Mhm.
the game over scenes, yo. The game over scenes like Snake, they be screaming his name out
Mhm.
loud as hell. That should be funny
Snake,
as hell.
Snake, Snake.
It's so dramatic, but it's golden.
Yes.
That should be funny as hell, yo. But yeah, those are good. Those are some good ass games. Other games,
It
y'all
really was.
What got me hooked to Xbox in general was the Halo series. That's all I needed to
Yes.
hear. That damn Halo
Mhm.
series.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry.
Halo. Oh man, I remember playing Halo. I think it was Halo 2 that had me in a chokehold. I believe I was still in high school at the time, or yeah, I had to. I think I was. I'm a little older, but I just remember my mom used to have this 80-inch TV, and it was in the living room. I used to hook up the Xbox to the TV, and me and my buddies would
Man.
be playing Halo 2 all night online. And that's what made me, you know, when you asked me earlier, I wish that I was like a streamer or whatever to that capable or to that capacity back then. But I was just so in love with the dual weld guns back then.
Especially during that era of games, like your Xbox, PS2, and even the
hmm
Nintendo consoles, like that era was just
Yeah.
peak.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Peak gaming. And it's crazy that people who play games then, like the type of value that we place on those games, to see developers stray so far away from like
Mhm.
the core things that made those things great. It's like a very odd dynamic because it's like you were the kid then, now you're the adult, you have the money. So why
hmm
would
Yeah.
you take away everything that I love about games
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and like give me
Yeah.
like a watered down version of it now and expect me to pay the money because I wasn't paying the money before, so I don't know. You can't say double the money because inflation, all that shit. But
Yeah.
like, I have to pay out of pocket now. Like, but
Yeah.
that's why these indie developers are really going crazy right now because I feel like
Yeah.
they really have the essence and they've really captured like the things that make games great,
Mm-hmm.
and it's less about the stupid shit and the money grabbing shit than the actual quality and like the feeling of what it is to like have a great game that you actually
Yeah.
take time, energy, and give a fuck about. Because like you say, like Starfield, it had all the makings to be like a fantastic game. Everybody was fucking
Yes.
geeked about it. It's
Mm-hmm.
Bethesda. You're not gonna expect a lackluster story from Bethesda. Like that's just
Exactly.
not
From the Elder
Exactly.
Scrolls
typical.
series to the Fallout series, you would expect
Yeah.
Starfield would
Yeah.
probably reach its peak, but unfortunately, it did not. And it's
And
been
Yeah, and
Fallout
that's
is
very like
amazing.
odd.
the crazy thing about that, and the crazy thing about Starfield, like it took years to make that game. So what the hell
hmm
happened?
It's like, what's the
Yeah.
excuse?
I think
Yeah.
they
It's,
rushed it. I think they
they
rushed
did,
it.
yeah. It was
Like
like
they do with a lot of games.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because like it's on my stream a few months ago. This is like not Xbox related. I played the remade version of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. That's like one of
Mm.
my favorite games ever. It's like, in my opinion, the best in the series. And the series from the Switch to like I guess the 3DS, the games have not been reviewed very well because it's like what Melly is saying. You're trying to like do too much, you're trying to like change it, and like they're not having the results. The best part about Thousand Year Door is, one, the combat's great, the story is great, the characters are great. But in the last like three Paper Mario games, it's just like, okay, wait, why is this battle system got to be like that? It's really weird. Not a lot of good characters. Like I remember, fuck,
Yes.
what was the one in Switch, Origami something, where I'm fighting a boss. It's just a giant pair of scissors, and I gotta like walk to like a
Mm.
space to attack. Like, don't get me wrong, like the graphics are great, but it's just like, okay, this is weird, and I don't like it. So I'm hoping with these remasters and stuff, they're gonna take, like, these companies will take these things, these lessons, be like, oh, okay, that's what they want. Let's make a game
Mhm.
like that again.
It's like they're
Yeah.
forgetting the basic aspects and fundamentals that make, the previous games of the franchises so memorable. Not to
And
mention, like, the graphics and stuff is cool, like I said, compared to what we have to deal with growing up and all that. But it's
But
like
the game's got to be
y'all,
fun.
yeah, it's like
Mhm.
y'all so worried about trying to
Because at
change
the
shit.
time, that
Mhm.
demographics wasn't the shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's interesting that you pointed that out because out of all the games that have been like remakes or continued chapters, so to speak, the only game that hasn't disappointed me in that aspect so far is GTA.
Yeah.
GTA has been so open, between their online processes, and now we're in the RP situation. It just makes GTA much, much more better. Like, of course, the graphics, the quality of life things that are available.
But it's a
I just
expected consistency there. Like it's
hmm
I was
consistent.
just about to say
And
that.
and I think that people are afraid of consistency because there are so many things about games that could be played out, right? Like you could say
hmm
they keep releasing the same Mortal Kombat, they keep releasing the same 2K, they keep releasing, and there's complaints about these things, but if there's a way to have consistency but also have innovation. And I
hmm
think that they take away the part that people want to keep consistent and then give you innovation where I don't want you to touch that. Like, don't touch this part. Like, give me innovation with something else though. But you want to take away the core component of the game and what made me love the game and give me some bullshit because you're trying to be innovative. Like, let's not do that. Like, let's slow it down there. And it's a weird dynamic. And I don't know, like, where these people like do they not have like pools of data that they pull from? Do they not talk to people that play these games? Like, are they not asking people shit? And it's like, what, you can't be talking to gamers. Like, you can't be talking to, I'm gonna say, a certain demographic or a certain age group of gamers, because you need to find people. If you make games in a series, I think you really need to pull from people who have played these games. Like, you need to ask people, like, what is it about this game or these series of games that you never want to change? And they need to like actually listen to that, because it's just, they do some weird shit sometimes, and it's like, why'd you do this?
Yeah, they're so worried about the new generation of stuff of gamers that y'all are forgetting, you know, OG and vet gamers, and with what y'all started with, like, y'all and keep editing the wrong shit or changing and tweaking stories from the original, and you wonder why the sequels and stuff turn out to be shit.
And that's the funny thing too, because I can imagine that most of these game developers are people that are OG gamers as well. You know, especially for the developers that are a part of those projects of continuing a series of a game.
And then
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You good.
I was gonna say like I was gonna say something, but I lost it. But continue on.
Speaking of that, what's your least favorite game mechanic, and what is your most favorite game mechanic? Like, whether it be like time-based dialogue or jumping. Like, what is your least and most favorite game mechanics?
All right, does this count as a game mechanic? It's just a certain style of a game. So I like role play games, but I don't like the turn-based role play games.
Oh,
if that answers your question.
Yeah, because turn-based games, I understand, because not a lot of people like playing turn-based, because when you play turn-based, it now turns to strategy at some point.
The only good turn-based game. The only good turn-based game is Persona.
Okay, Persona.
Why you saying really play that? That's
because it's the strategy. Just literally what you said. It's strategizing. It's like you die. Oh, different strategy, different approach. Like like Fire Emblem. You know what I'm saying? Like you can approach a Fire Emblem battle so many different ways, and it gives like war room almost. It's like you have to strategize instead of like your actual, not like your actual gaming skill. Because like when you're fighting, like say like Wukong, that's your actual skill as a fighter. You know, like as a gamer, you have to have the skills. You got to dodge at the right time. You got to attack at the right time. But like when you do strategy
on Thursday, oh my god, I don't know how this controller still attack. Oh my god, fuck the Yaksha King and his mother.
Oh man, we were just talking about that the other day, and I haven't even got to chapter 3 yet, or I just got to chapter 3, and I just like, you know what?
6,
I'm cool right now because
I'm in chapter 2 still.
But the cool thing about that game is like the fact that like it does kind of take back to these early style of games where you did have to go explore and walk around and do all this other stuff to get like other items. Like, oh wait, so now I have this. Like, oh, that's how I be. And I'm like, wish somebody would have told me that. But still, it's like back to the old days. But yeah, turn-based games like, you know, Fire Emblem, I'm a big Fire Emblem fan. Like with Engage, you know, you had to like, it's not just about the cool characters, you just got to have like the right class. Like, okay, wait, put it this way. You got to scope out the map to see who's over there. Like it's, I do like those games. So like Persona,
the strategy
Fire
of that. Fuck with that. And it's like your character is your character. You know the character stats. You know what they can do. You know what they can't do. And you don't have to be the one that enacts the actual attack. It's like, oh, I know where to put you. I know who to have you go up against. I know what the outcome is most likely gonna be. And it's kind of like, it's just a little bit, I would say a little bit more relaxing approach to gaming, because it's like you still see the action and you still like kind of participate in the action, but you're not the action itself. So yeah, I love turn-based games for that reason. Like,
can I ask y'all this? So I think the main thing that kind of I don't even know why it did, but when it comes to turn-based games, like of course I love Pokemon, and even for like the old school Final Fantasy, like on Game Boy, I found myself enjoying those versions of a turn-based game versus the updated Final Fantasy X and so on consoles. And I don't know why it was a turn off for me versus the handheld versions of those games, but I think I had a better grasp at turn-based games when it came to handheld devices
Yeah.
or
Do
the
you think it's
or the
because you
handheld
get a
platform.
controller in your hand with joysticks and shit, and you feel like you need to use them? Like, is it
That's
just
probably
like
what
you
it
feel like?
is.
Yeah, and especially with the way they make modern day consoles now, like it's, it's much different and it's not entirely the same as it used to be, especially with your handhelds like your DSs, your Game Boys, PSP, like they don't really do all that anymore.
Fuck these controllers. I gotta say, fuck these controllers nowadays.
I still
Listen,
want
I
my
just want
Steam
to
Deck.
say that let me knock on wood. I would just like to say that I have been blessed, and my original PlayStation controller works like a charm. Okay,
That's
it
amazing.
works like I just took it out the box. It has no stick drift. It has no weird shit. It is a perfect example of what a PlayStation controller should be. And I'm sorry that so many people have experienced the opposite. But
Mm.
me, I have been blessed. And I
You're very
customized mine. I popped the shield off of it. I
Mm.
put a little thing on it. It looks different, looks shiny. It does
nice.
not act like shit. So shout out to my PlayStation controller.
And
The
taking
stick.
care of your stuff.
Yeah, you gotta
I
take care of
think
your place. You gotta take care of your controllers, man. If not, that stick drift is a motherfucker. I'll tell you that much.
See,
Yes.
but that's the problem too, because even if you do take care of your shit, it still finds a way to fuck up at the worst time.
That is
I'm
true.
not gonna lie,
That's why
y'all.
that Pro controller is so attractive, I think. It's so because you couldn't just like easily like fix it, like get stick drift or some shit. You just replace the fucking thing.
Them just
Sure,
cost
you
like
can probably help
$20
me out
though.
with that.
I-
So hear this
Do
out
some
though.
theming of that. Like why do they not have shells? Why do they not like official shells and official like I'm supposed to take that bitch apart anyway? You might as well
Oh,
let me customize it
Real?
officially. I'm sure they have like
Mhm.
shells on like Etsy and like Amazon and shit like that.
Mhm.
But it's like if I'm paying $200 for a controller, at least let me make it cool, bro. I gotta fix this bitch myself. If something happens to it, the stick come off, I gotta fix it. Might as well let me make it cool. Like I don't know. I feel like now it's coming back, like how we used to have like phone charms and like all types of little cutesy decorative shit for like games. Like even like Nintendo's always been big on that, like
Mhm.
shells and cases and things to like personalize. But like I think like as a culture we kind of went away from it, like because that was like a 2000s thing, like an early 2000s thing. But I'm starting to see it come back. It's just not. It's not there for me yet. It's not satisfying as it used to be.
Do y'all remember the transparent consoles, the color ones, the color transparency consoles? Like
Oh my gosh,
PlayStation,
yes.
that
64s.
purple. Yes, that clear
Yes.
purple
I lived
was
for those.
legit.
They don't
I
make
just
them
took
no more.
my 64 out from under my bed, and I have two clear controllers. I got the dark purple one and the lighter purple one.
Mhm.
And I was like looking at them. I was like, "This is fucking peak right here, man!"
Hey, man, these
Yeah, when it comes to
developers don't make good games like
controllers,
that no more.
the Xbox Elite controller has held me down for 4 years until I started playing Wukong.
Mm.
Like
Oh, damn.
now I'm getting that stick drift and all that. Like
Mhm.
the only other
Wukong
game
is
that I
harsh on joysticks. It's very harsh. It's not
Mhm.
a. It's like it in terms of like damage to your controller. It really gives a. It gives a Smash Brothers feel to how you
Yeah.
abuse your controller. To be honest,
Right.
And for
when I've
those,
been
go ahead.
I was gonna say when I looked at my old clips from playing Wukong and look at my face, I can just tell that I was just like moving the controller at the same time and being pissed off at the same time. It's like I'm just glad I didn't throw my controller at my monitor or nothing crazy like that. Because I definitely had some moments. That snake boss in the beginning, he definitely
that Snake Boss was such a fucking bitch. Cause like you do all of that work, you finally beat that motherfucker. You like, yeah, I beat that. And you like, oh my god.
Phase 2.
Fucking phase.
Right, but like I can't. They can have another phase, but like if I die, then I won't start at that phase.
Yeah.
I got shit to do. I ain't got time to be doing all this. Like
No, that
like,
shit is annoying though.
Make you want to cry, yo.
Not being able to come back at the second phase is such a slap in the face. It's such a slap in the face. And it's like, I get it, but
and there's no checkpoints. Like you literally die. Like especially when the boss is like 2 hits away and you know you could do it and you're literally like on the brink of fucking dying and somehow the cheesiest shit that the boss does to you takes you out and you have to start all the way over.
Yeah. People,
I'm uninstalling the game.
People,
that's what made it a Souls-like. That's the only thing that made it a Souls-like. Is that
everything got to be a Souls-like?
Punishing.
I just wish it was. I wish it was co-op. At least.
It's not a Souls-like though. To me, I don't think it's a Souls-like. I think the only thing that's Souls-like about it is the fact that it's just a punishing ass game. Like it's just you die, bitch, you start over. You die, you gotta do this shit again.
And your enemies are giant as hell.
Yeah,
however, though,
you're hitting with a giant stick.
However, though, if you die, you still keep the shit. You know, see all the shit that you collected, you still you keep it.
And that's not Souls-like at all. That is not Souls.
That's when it's opposite.
But Dre, the thing that I learned about that, if you use some of your health provisions and still died, you didn't get your health provisions back.
True.
Yeah, I learned.
You gotta go. You gotta go to the shrine.
Mm-hmm.
If you even got
buy that shit back, and then it sells out. Like that
exactly.
Was I didn't like if I died. It should replenish in the store. I shouldn't not be able to buy it again.
Yeah, I mean, I like Wukong, but I stopped at chapter 4. I stopped playing that game because there's other games I play.
I'm too close, so I can't stop. And
well, God bless you.
Music. And it's too music.
I'm gonna go back to it. I was
bless your heart.
So I gotta get out of here soon. But Oliver, let me ask you something. You know what I'm saying? You're no doubt you're gonna get GTA 6 like everybody else on the planet when it comes out. What improvements do you wish to see, and what is the mission that you think is going to happen? So like when I ask this, I personally think there will absolutely 100% be a mission where we're on like the ocean, the beach, and we have to rescue DJ Khaled on the jet ski. I 100% believe
a rescue type mission, right?
Yeah,
you're gonna have a rescue type mission. I think at least for the introduction of the story, I think it's going to be those two protagonists. In the process of trying to escape whatever robbery they just done, and shit goes bad, like, and you either just kind of remembering how the story was for GTA 5, how they had that intro where they were just robbing a bank and yada yada. I think it's going to be something similar to that degree, but in the Miami perspective, Vice City. I mean, I think it's going to be something where we probably got to escape on a jet ski or something like that.
I really want them to bring back like the club shit, like the Ballad of Gay Tony.
Yeah, they are.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I love
Miami.
That game.
Yes,
I need to see that. Like, I need to see like bottle girls with
bottle
fucking
wars.
Yeah,
like, I need to be dancing in the club. Like that shit was so fun.
That was so
like,
cool for real.
Man, I need to go back
in the club.
I need to go back and play that
so
game again because I beat it already. The Ballad of Gay Tony, I love that one.
Ballad of Gay Tony was honestly one of my favorite GTA entries. Like that shit was fun as fuck.
Facts.
That was definitely story wise. Ballad of Gay Tony is up there with GTA 5.
Yeah, it was good.
For
like
sure.
Lost in the Dam was good. But like I liked the juxtaposition between how dark Lost in the Dam was and then how Ballad of Gay Tony, like the color scheme, like the shit that you do, the attitudes, the way you play the game. I thought that was super smart and cool how they put them together and you just like bounce back and forth. Like that shit was fire.
You get two different perspectives because they run into each other on a few missions. Even with regular GTA 4, there's like some option-based stuff too. So I thought that was cool too.
With that, have y'all had any experience with the I believe it was only on PSP and Nintendo's handheld at the time, but it was the correct me if I'm wrong, but it was Chinatown Wars or something like that?
Yeah, it was on the PSP.
was-
The only handheld one I ever played was Vice City Stories, and that was a
Okay.
fucking banger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It came out with that. That's what it was. Vice City Stories and the Chinatown Stories.
I haven't touched
No, Liberty.
Chinatown, but definitely Vice City Stories.
You forgot about Liberty
I
City
ain't played
Stories too.
that.
Yep, and Liberty City Stories.
Liberty City Stories.
I
I
played-
don't think I played those other two though. I think only Vice City Stories was the only one I played.
I played Liberty
Okay.
City and Vice City Stories when it came out for the PS2 before. I mean, like after it came out for the PSP, it came out for the PS2. That's when I played both of those stories.
Okay, I played it on PSP only. I didn't play it. I didn't play it on console.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all, I gotta drop. Oliver, thanks so much, man.
Oh yeah, appreciate
All right,
you, man.
Cam. All right, see you guys.
Yeah.
Damn. Later.
All right, so speaking about GTA 6, how y'all feel about, the female protagonist being on GTA 6?
I'm stoked.
Yeah,
I'm
I think it's gonna be
fucking stoked.
fire.
Give me all the women,
Mm.
all of them. Okay, all the women. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I don't know. Most
I
people was
think-
getting mad about that shit. So I'm like, bro, it's a fucking
That's
game.
weird.
It's a
Yeah,
game.
but it's weird. First off, they can't complain because you get to play a lady character on GTA Online. That's like an introduction already itself.
Mhm.
Y'all be so quick to
Exactly.
get mad at a protagonist being a woman, but y'all sure love playing them online. It ain't no different. It's a
Mhm.
fucking video
And-
game.
And from what I'm understanding so far about GTA 6, it's kind of going to be similar to like GTA 4 and 5, to where you have to switch between the two protagonists or however many that you're playing as. So
This GTA 5,
I
you're gonna
think-
switch, not GTA 4. Just to let you know.
well, yeah, my bad.
Well, GTA 4
Uh,
kind of, because you got the 3 different games. You don't switch
Right.
Man,
in
yeah.
the same game, but you do
Yeah,
have
you
But-
don't
different
switch
pieces
in
though.
game, but you do play multiple characters.
Yeah, but okay.
Mhm.
But yeah, GTA 5, that's when like you actually switch to 3 different
Oh
characters.
yeah, in the same game.
Yeah,
for sure.
like mid game, yeah. And I think it's gonna for sure implement that feature.
I highly doubt it though. I highly doubt it. I don't
You don't
know.
think so?
Nah.
I mean, because if it's right now, it's kind of portraying a Bonnie and Clyde type of vibe.
Yeah, I
you
feel
know
like
what
you're
I
playing
mean?
more Bonnie than Claude itself. I feel like it's gonna be that
Okay.
one single protagonist, which is her. And then
I think it's gonna be a couple missions when you have to still go.
What do y'all think what if it'll be a choice, and it's just two separate storylines within the same couple?
nah.
If
I
they
feel
do
like
that,
it's
it's
gonna be
only
one.
to appease the motherfuckers that are fucking crying about playing as a
Oh.
woman.
Yeah, I say it's not
Yeah,
gonna sell much
yeah.
if they do
If they
that.
do
Yeah.
that, it's going to only be to appease those people,
it's
which is like
Regardless of that shit, it's still gonna sell regardless. No matter if you're playing as Lucia or the male partner, we don't even know his fucking name at this point. So it's
Mhm.
like I just feel like it's gonna stick with one protagonist, which is gonna be her. He's just like a side
just don't
story. He's a side
understand.
character.
I don't understand how Tomb Raider was such a big series. Like the movie, like Tomb Raider was like, what was that? One of the first video game movies? Like a whole fucking series of movies? Like, I don't understand how people love the Tomb Raider series so much and then will be like, oh God, I don't want to play as a woman. Like, what the fuck are you talking
It got
about?
That's what I'm
I-
saying.
I
What
think-
is
see,
any
that-
different?
That part right there, I feel like it's a blurred line with Tomb Raider, because Tomb Raider was a great game. I would say Tomb Raider was like the other version of maybe Metal Gear Solid or something, but without the less of hiding. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I think I remember Tomb Raider 2 as a kid playing. I think it was on PlayStation or PlayStation 2, and in my opinion, I was just a kid, like, oh yeah, I want to play as this, play as Tomb Raider, the shorts and blah blah blah. And I think that's what majority of why people, or at least I don't know, I think men have that pervy attachment to that, but still don't want to play as her.
Nah.
I
Well,
feel like
not no
you can have
more.
a pervy attachment to every female character if you want to. I do. I have a pervy attachment to female characters. It's never gonna be something that's gonna say to me, oh, I don't want to play as this man. Like
Mhm.
I have to play as male all the time. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
fucking cry about it. I think it's cool. What the fuck? Who wouldn't want
Yeah.
to be Kratos, dog?
mean,
Yeah, right.
I thoroughly enjoy that. So for the other end to be like, oh, because listen, you can sexualize anybody. If it's about the sexualization aspect, you literally could see a woman in an entire fucking burqa and be like, she probably sexy under that burqa. Like you're not if you're really that person and that's how you want to like attach yourself to things, you can still do that. It's just weird to just be like, I don't want to play as a woman. Like, I just think that that's like a personal deep issue that
like,
people need to like visit with their therapist, because that's just weird.
And speaking
not
about
even therapy can help them.
And speaking about Tomb Raider, y'all saw the Netflix series, the cartoon one, the anime one?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I've seen it.
haven't
I've seen that
it
it exists. I haven't watched it.
Mhm.
There was people was complaining about that shit too, about Lara Croft.
Wow,
how she looked too muscular and this, that. I'm like, bruh, it's
Because
not
they
that
took
serious.
away like her boobies and stuff. Like she had like those huge pointy boobs, and like they
OG look.
restructured her. And I'm not gonna lie,
Bruh,
I
it's
didn't
not
like
that
that they
bad.
restructured her.
It's not. She don't look that
Because
bad.
the only reason why I didn't like that they restructured her is because I've always had a similar body type to Tomb Raider. So I thought that it was cool because I saw myself in her. Like, okay, even though she's got big boobs, she's still active, she's still running, she's still gunning. But that was just like my personal thing. So like that was just like my hang up. I was like, damn, they restructured her. They gave her like itty bitties.
I mean, personally for me, it's just like, she's an explorer, so like her body type gonna look different. She gotta look like, she climbing up walls and jumping this, that, and the third. It's like, I
she
can't
needs to look muscular because
Yeah.
in actuality, if like you said, if you were fucking tomb raiding and swinging on shit and climbing on shit, you got muscles. How else are you pulling yourself up? How else are you running? How else are you dodging? How else are you like you literally have to have muscles. You're not gonna be soft and supple and like, look like you sit at home and cook dinner all day. You're gonna look like a fucking monster. Like you're gonna look like you could beat somebody's ass because you can. Like you
Like I don't understand. Go ahead.
I got a question. Who do y'all think will get to the treasure faster between Tomb Raider or Indiana Jones?
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider.
Well, I'm gonna say
Indiana Jones old ass.
Well, Lara Croft. Let me be respectful. It's Lara Croft. That's her name.
Lara Croft is gonna beat Indiana Jones.
Exactly.
At Indiana Jones' peak, Lara Croft is getting there faster.
Exactly.
I can agree with that.
I don't understand how men don't like to play as female gamers. I mean, don't like to play female characters in the game though. But when it comes to like RPG games, they be the first motherfuckers that will make a female character as sexy as they can, and that really pisses me off. You can't have that shit both ways. You're mad that you playing as a female protagonist only, but yet when it comes to RPG games where you could make a character, motherfuckers choose to make a female character and try to sexualize that motherfucker.
Go out that way to make them sexy. Like go out that way to get a woman as soon as possible, like you said, and try to be like one of the first people to make them like sexy as fuck.
Like, and speaking of that, like this isn't an RPG game, but it was a game that came out a few years ago that had a female protagonist, but she was, in my opinion, over sexualized. I think it was called Blood Rain or something like that.
Blood Rain, yeah, I know you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking about.
Like,
you play Stellar Blade yet?
No, I haven't.
Yes, you see Stellar Blade, right? Like there was a bunch of horn dogs for that protagonist, bro. I'm like, really, like the developers know what the fuck they're doing.
Exactly.
The developers know what the fuck they're doing.
I think that's why it's a lot of pushback coming up for the new Ghost of Tsushima, because it's like she's gonna be in like full armor. Like it's a lady, but she's a fucking samurai. So you can't sexualize her. She gonna be fucking covered up. And everybody's like, once again, oh my god, a woman. Like, bro.
They're gonna buy the game regardless. Regardless of how sexualized the woman is, they're gonna buy the fucking game and they're gonna enjoy it.
Speaking of that, the Assassin's Creed situation. I mean, it's not a female protagonist, but it's a black samurai, and people are enraged about that.
I mean, he's also working with a female though too. Like the counterpart to him is a woman, so it's like everybody's like, "Oh God, a woman and a black man, Jesus Christ."
People just like to say shit just to say shit for social media, just to start a rise of people. Like I don't believe people feel that way.
Like I said, they still gonna play that shit. They still gonna fucking play it.
Exactly. So that's why I ain't worrying about it. The motherfuckers still gonna buy the game. Exactly. Like, come on now, be serious for real.
I'm glad that the developers have been like standing 10 toes down though, because you can get shaky. You hear too much bad things prior to a game coming out, you might want to change the project or nix the project. But I'm glad that like in the GTA case and in the Ghost of Tsushima case, like they're like, nah, bro, like deal with it. Or even in the case of Assassin's Creed, they're like, you'll be okay. Like you're fine. Like
If you
this,
don't want to,
we're not
play
changing
them,
it.
don't buy it.
Yeah, they're like literally
Exactly.
like, fuck y'all. If y'all don't like it, oh well, because it's gonna be lots of people that do, and we're
Exactly.
not backing down because you want to be fucking racist and misogynist.
Exactly. It's a game at the end of the fucking day. I don't like, for me, that shit don't bother me at all. As long as the game is good, story's good, characters are good. I don't give a damn if the character male, female, non-binary, blue, yellow. I don't give a fuck. As long as the game is good for me.
Same. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I don't take it as like, oh my god, it's a woman protagonist. I don't want to play as her. Da, 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 da. Like that shit's just dumb. I never thought of it that way.
It's like if that's the case, then there are many games that you shouldn't even be fucking playing with a woman, protagonist character. Like you got Nier Automata and all sorts of other games where you play as a lady, basically, no matter if it's a bot or whatever. So it's like you've already done that before, but because it's the GTA franchise, you want to bitch about it.
Exactly.
Like y'all pick and choose. Just don't buy the fucking game.
Pick and choose. And then, but they also like the thing is that I think that's another reason why female protagonists get so fan servicey. It's like they have to. It's like they feel like they got to give you something. It's like, oh, I don't want you to be mad that you're playing as a woman, so she's got to be sexy. Like Eve, those fucking jiggle physics, insane. It's insanity. It's like the fan servicey aspect of it, even like 2B. And don't get me wrong, I am a creep. Okay, so when 2B runs, you can see up her dress. It's like the dress is like fluttering on her booty cheeks. I find it to be very visually pleasing myself. But it's like fan service is there to like, I don't know if it's to make you feel better or if it's just because video games have a propensity to be fan servicey. Like that's just the history of gaming. Think about Mortal Kombat characters. They wasn't wearing shit. They didn't have clothes on. They fucking fighting to the death with they titties out. Like,
dude, you got Street Fighter and stuff now. Chun-Li and all that. Ooh, them jiggle physics. People better stop.
The extra thighs.
That's what I'm saying.
The
meaty.
If y'all ever heard
the DLC packs when you're clothes that basically don't exist, it's just like itty bitty bikinis. Like,
have y'all ever played or ever heard of Zenless Zone Zero? That was like
I've heard of it.
I heard of it.
Man,
I've seen gameplay of it though. I just haven't played it myself.
The gameplay of the women on there, bro. Like you see them tickle them kitties jiggling, boy. Ooh, child.
Tickle old bitties.
Hell yeah.
Tickle old bitties.
If y'all see that, if y'all see the gameplay of the female characters alone in that game, bro, like the physics of that shit is crazy. Like they knew what the fuck they doing. These developers knew what the fuck they doing.
When they put the jiggle and the physics, oh, they did. They magic. They make sure.
They're doing a lot of censoring lately. When you look at I was just talking to my friend about this. We was playing some Guilty Gear. So like before Strive, it's like I think the one before Strive, it's a lot more like fan servicey. Like the character designs for Strive are a lot more covered up. And he was saying that he thinks it's because of esports. So like the games that people play in esports, because it's supposed to be family friendly, that the censorship is probably going to get ramped up because esports is becoming like increasingly more popular. And so we're not catering so much to our typical fan base that is like here for the fan service, and a little bit like more towards like little kids getting into esports and watching this kind of stuff. And it's like I'm kind of torn about that because I thoroughly enjoy fan service, but I get how kids are now and the way that they think about things and how they apply like real life situations, and like they're losing their touch on reality, like the balance between reality and gaming, like the things that people were worried about when we were kids. And they're like, oh my God, you let your kid play GTA, they're going to be murderers. Like kids are actually moving into that space now where they don't have that separation anymore. And so it's like, I get wanting to censor it for that reason, but also it's like,
Man,
like I
fuck
don't
them
want
kids.
the game to be the job. Yeah, I don't want it to be the game's job to protect the kids. I want it to be the parents' job to protect
Exactly.
the kids. Like,
And it is the parents' job.
And the crazy thing about it is that the parents are buying these kids these fucking games. So like, you can't blame the game developers because of, you know, giving these games out to the kids. It's the parents' fault. Because first of all, y'all paying X amount of money for your child to play this game, and then y'all get mad at the game developers. That's
it's still
backwards.
deeper. It's still deeper rooted than that though, because I think it's household based. Because I was a kid, well under the age, playing games like Grand Theft Auto, Metal Gear Solid, you know, anything with guns related and shooting people and all that type of stuff. I was definitely a kid playing that, but I mean, you know, in my household, I wasn't taught to do those type of things or follow those things, you know.
Yeah, we couldn't play with guns like Nerf guns and like cap guns and like little play guns. We were not allowed to play with guns, but we could get in fucking GTA and fucking and do that stripper cheat or no, the hooker cheat where you have following you.
Oh, that's that. What's that? That's that's San Andreas right there.
But
all those cheat codes on San Andreas,
man. About 03.
Because like,
I would love to see that cheat codes. I would love for cheat codes to come back. I'm not gonna.
They still come. They still out there. They're still out there. It's just people don't use that shit no more. What cheat codes now?
Yeah, because it don't hit the
cheat
same.
Cheat codes are mods now.
Yeah, basically. Exactly. Cheat codes.
Yeah, I don't want a mod. I want to.
Yeah.
Figure some stuff. Up, down, left, right, X triangle, square.
Okay. Up, down, left, right. Up, down, left, right. R2, L2.
Speaking about mods though, how y'all feel about like, you know, mods on PC? Like every game on PC gotta have a mod.
I like that mods exist because I like the creativity of the people who make the mods, and it gives you the option to use it or not use it.
Yep. I like mods for that reason, and more so, most mods that come out after a game, it's used, or that I like to use is more of the graphical mods that enhance your visuals.
Yeah.
I actually can play this new fucking Skyrim mod though.
Still on that shit?
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Jay, when I say that I was raging when I read that shit, I was like, oh my god, Skyrim D. When I say that I was like actually like I could have punched somebody's baby when I found out I wasn't gonna be able to play that shit. That's how mad. Yeah, so I'm gonna be on that.
Should I not stream
figure
it?
out how to get my hands on it for
I'm
real.
still on the fact that you say you'll punch a baby. That's fucking wild.
I didn't say I was gonna punch a baby hard, but I would have punched a baby for sure.
Still though,
not my baby. Somebody else.
Not my baby.
Who needs the discipline? Let's add that for a little razzle dazzle. Who needs the actual discipline?
So you want to go night?
It's like, y'all ever been in a store and y'all just see somebody else's kids who's acting bad and the parents ain't doing jack shit? It's like, oh, I want to whoop your kid's ass, and that's not even my kid. Like, you wilding out. Sit your ass down.
It'd be at the laundromats, man. It'd be at the laundromats. I will whoop a kid's ass.
Oh, they be running around loose in them areas, some little tiny laundromat areas and stuff. They running around trying to play hide and go seek.
Kids do anything out in public, man. It'd be insane. Like as a parent, I'd be like, "What the fuck?" If my kid did that, my kid wouldn't do that. You know, I was like, my kid wouldn't do that.
Nah, I would have almost kick a laundry cart at some kid, yo. At one point, I was upset.
He was fucking with you.
What was the kid doing? Give us the story.
Nah, he was just running around, you know, throwing the carts and shit like that. And I'm walking, that shit
making noise.
Yeah, it's like, see, if I kick this cart, I'm gonna act like I ain't see shit. I'm like, oh shit, my bad.
That's why you gotta learn how to trip kids. You gotta learn how to trip them so that their parents don't realize that you trip.
Oh man, that's what I said. Thank God I have a dryer and washer at my house because I don't have to go to the fucking laundromats no more. Cause boy, I don't know how to deal with that shit.
The subtle luxuries that people don't think about.
So
yeah, because it's definitely a luxury.
So Oliver, so do you use any tools or softwares to like edit your videos when you stream or record anything?
Right now, I'm utilizing Eclipse.gg.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why I started using that is because a lot of my streams are more than 4 hours, and sometimes it's hard to keep track of all my actual clips.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched a few videos about Eclipse,
Oh, so you
and
pay for it?
yeah, I ended up investing into it. And to be honest, I haven't been utilizing it lately for uploading purposes, but it still does what it does after every stream. And I'm about 7 out of 10 satisfied with what they are able to create out of all my content. Because sometimes I'll play more than one game in the same stream, and they're still able to, cut all of that stuff and cut all the fluff out of the situation.
When you don't
Especially.
pay for it, it trips out. Like when you do that
Hmm.
multiple and it's multiple games, it'd be like, pick the game that you played first. And it'd be like, I did, bitch. Like, it'd be like,
Hmm.
nah, we can't edit this because it's too many games. Like, bitch. No, the free
Yo,
version,
Mel,
the free
I need
version
that
is
I
good
did
and
bitch on a
bad.
t-shirt. I need that I did bitch on a t-shirt. I'll wear the hell out of that too.
For real.
Now
For
I
real,
use
but
I use Streamladder for my Twitch clips. I found out
okay.
from a fellow streamer. Shout out to Kel's dad.
What is it?
Oh, he's dope.
Streamladder.
He's dope.
Streamladder.
Stream ladder?
Yeah, Streamladder.
Because
Basically,
Eclipse be
Like that
pissing
too.
me off. I ain't gonna lie.
The way Mel started moving, she like, let me look this up right now.
yeah, Streamladder is like a good web based best web based software to use to like edit the clips stuff like that. Especially you do like dual stream. They have like different type of setups. They have like a circle webcam feature, a split feature, a whole bunch of other shit too. And then you also post them on like
Oh, this
YouTube.
is based off of clips. So
Yeah.
you use it as a do clips first.
And basically, they give you like previews, like they show you like a YouTube preview, a Instagram preview, and TikTok preview to see how it looks within those apps. It's very good. I'm paying the silver. I'm paying for it though. I'm investing in that shit.
Okay.
I got
Did
the
you
silver
guys
edition.
get that Twitch survey for the $5? Did they ask y'all to do that?
No.
I haven't
Okay,
seen it yet.
so
I
that
think
means that
I
I might
might
have
have.
like insider information a little bit. So I did 2 different surveys for Twitch. One of them was just about like the quality of Twitch, and they gave me like a $5 gift card for that. And then I just did
Nice.
a recent one for like new features. So I think that Twitch itself is thinking about ways to, so like you see how now they have the portrait mode for the clips where you can do that and like upload directly. I think that Twitch is trying to figure out how to develop something like this Streamladder. Like I think that because that's all the questions were about clips and where you post them and what you use to edit them and how you edit them. So I think that they got something in the pipeline for that. And and low key, for me, I would love to just do all of this shit in one spot. Like even if I do have to
Yeah,
pay,
it's very convenient.
yeah, if I could just do it in one spot and not have to like go to like a third party service to upload and all that and blah blah blah, like it would be so much easier.
And it'll be super less time consuming, especially for someone like me who actually edits my own stuff and not to mention stuff for other people. Like it'll be easier for everybody to have clips, and it's like you don't have to go the extra mile to go get the content and remember which VOD this happened in. It's just all right there in that one spot.
And that's the thing that I'm trying to figure out, because like I pay for Adobe, so I got Photoshop and Premiere Pro and everything. So I would like to get to that point of editing, but right now, like this AI assistant is a little convenient for me because I'm working and still in school and whatnot.
Exactly.
Like for my thumbnails, I use Canva, the free Canva, to do my flyers and my thumbnails for my YouTube. And then when I'm editing my videos, I use Wondershare, Filmora, which I pay for like the one-time fee. I think it's called, I forgot what plan it's called, but you pay that one-time fee and you can have it forever. I'm not trying to pay a monthly subscription to use any other software base.
Check out Adobe Express as well. If you like Canva, Adobe Express is they have a free version and it's really really nice. It's really nice because of Adobe's library.
I use Adobe Express too for like if I want to cut down, like if I want to remove any backgrounds and just keep like a transparent photo, I use that.
Yeah, their generative feel is really good, and the like their AI, the way you do the words. So like if you see like I do a flyer and the words are like balloons,
Yeah.
or it's like blood dripping or stuff like that, I do that in Adobe Express. I pay for it, but a lot of that stuff is free. I think it was like a bunch of assets and things like that that made me want to pay for it. But a lot of it is free. Like a lot of it is.
So I know me like last night during my stream, me, Tizzle Nizzle, and
oh man,
OlvrGreen's, we was talking about like video editing and stuff like that, and you know, people saying how editing video is just overrated and you should keep it raw and this, that, and third. I'm like, well, I understand where Tizzle Nizzle is coming from that, but it's like, bro, I rather edit my videos. Like, oh, you should just just upload your streams onto YouTube. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing all that.
Okay, but the issue with that is audience retention.
Yeah.
The issue with that is audience retention. People don't have long attention spans no more. Now, compared to your people like Kai, Sinat, or like Markiplier, like all the big streamers that are, you know, popular now, or even the ones we grew up watching then, they were able to post the content raw because remember, YouTube went through a whole evolution. Old YouTube is not the same as modern day YouTube. It's not the same thing. So back then, that was back then it was our source of entertainment. It was almost like watching a cinematic movie, whether they edited it or not. Now you got YouTube Shorts, TikToks, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. They're all doing the same thing. Why? Because they know people's attention span is really short. So yeah, go ahead and post your raw content or VOD, but you're not going to get the expected results. Exactly. Because once again, people are only going to watch like 5 minutes of it and be like, I'm over it. Or, this person's dry. On to the next. Compared to a 30-second video.
I think uploading your raw streams to YouTube or any other platform is only good for if you're trying to grow a viewership in those platforms simultaneously. Because other than that, like you said, like YouTube has changed tremendously now. Like the first thing I see when I open the app or the website are shorts. Exactly. So it's like, and then even with that being said, there's so many random other videos within my algorithm that are, you know, trying to teach me like, yeah, you know, do these shorts because I made such and such and such and such, and I just do these clips and edit my clips. So it's like that kind of prompted me as a creative to, okay, make sure I get my clips and I'll at least edit my clips. And that's why I love eclipse.gg, because I might have a funny ass clip from GTA or something very scary but funny from DBD or something related, and boom, the way that Eclipse would do that is a lot easier than just posting the entire stream, because you got all the fluff when we're just chilling in between matches and whatnot.
Exactly. I'm like,
I like uploading the whole VOD simply because it doesn't go away, and I pretty much just use YouTube as a storage. Like,
and that's the other thing I was actually gonna say too. Like the only way, you know, to have your raw content on there is if you're using it, you know, for storage, because you know, what if we want to go back one day and look at our VODs and be like, oh yeah, like I could clip this, or oh, I could do something with this. You never know.
Yep, exactly.
Like right now, like when I'm streaming, I'm also recording at the same time. So like, yes, it'll be like for me, like when I'm done streaming, I'm done recording at the same time, and then my recordings will go into my storage on my PC with my on my hard disk drive. So that way, I have everything. So like,
my
my
like external drive for that.
So yeah, like so yeah, my VODs will be gone from Twitch for like another month or two, whatever. In a month or two, it might be gone, but yet it's still sitting on my computer. So it's like
you have it stored exactly because there's still content you could get from it. Like all these, like Twitch, your VODs, especially if you're affiliate, they go away within a certain time frame. It'll only be there temporarily, but you post it on YouTube, whether you have it public or private, it's always going to be there.
I
need to go see what VODs are expiring right now so I can upload.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I like editing my videos though. Like I like editing my videos, my podcast videos, and then like also games that I don't play on stream. I play on my free time and actually record them and actually edit them so I can make it look good for my YouTube channel.
So when you edit, what are the main things that you're looking to do? Like, are you just more so looking to cut down? Are you looking to add sound effects? Are you looking to add like other visual elements, or is it just mostly to like reduce?
Like, all right, so for example, for my clips, I'll probably add like sound, like like sounds, add like captions and stuff like that for my clips. But like my actual videos, I actually try to enhance the visuals, like try to make it like if the lighting is dark, I'll probably like tune it up a little bit, and if the audio sounds a little bit loud, I'll tone it down, and then like for my like for example, when I was playing Batman the Telltale series during my loading screens, I would cut that off, cut down the loading screens, and like make it like put like a transition, like a fast transition. So that way,
That's fire.
try to keep the flow going.
For me, it's all of the above. Like I am like, for one, I feel like, it defeats the purpose for me to post my VODs if I want you there IRL. Like my live stream platform is Twitch and only Twitch, right? I post on my YouTube, for the community post. I'm going live on Twitch. So if you use both platforms and you want like the extra stuff, you got to catch it in real time. Because once I edit it and upload it to YouTube, it's straight to the point. And let's say I were to break that cycle and post my whole VOD, then it's going to be extra stuff that to me is just going to prolong the content that I want you to stay into my video and focus on so I can get my increased watch time. Then somebody in the comments be like, oh, why did you even post all the extras? And it's like, to me, I don't see the point. So it's like, I just cut a lot of stuff down. It make my videos at max like 1 hour and under.
Yeah.
Because I feel that's reasonable time. And being
I like that too, because you can summarize whatever your actual
stream
was.
And me being a busy person, I have a weekday job 5 days out of the week. So on those days that I'm not live streaming, I'm posting content on YouTube or TikTok or whatever the platform may be.
Exactly. And for me, like I stream on Twitch, I have like overlays and sound alerts, and my chat bubbles make a notifications when somebody chatting my shit. I'm like, I don't want to put that on my YouTube channels like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm streaming, like when I'm recording a gameplay, I want to make sure I focus exactly on my gameplay.
Yeah, and then I don't want to have entirely the same audience as I do on Twitch, on YouTube. I want to get different people. Maybe have different games or something. Like YouTube, I do all my first time playthroughs, I do it on YouTube. And I have a massive backlog for that. So it gives me something to do when I'm not able to live stream.
Exactly.
And that's the kind of content that I would like to get into in regards to YouTube. Like I was saying earlier, like how I love survival games. Like I would like to find a good schedule or a way to create these, tutorial type videos or whatever, how to such and such videos.
Yeah.
And I feel like for the type of games that I play in my, my style of gaming, I think that type of content outside of random clips will probably work best for me as far as YouTube goes.
Like I try to keep
I don't know how to get into YouTube at all. Like I don't really feel like YouTube's like a platform for me like that. I just upload it because I want to keep it. Because just like Lex said, like I'm a very much like IRL. Like if you have to like see me, talk to me, get the vibe to really like I think that's just like how I'm best marketed is just like there. Cause I mean because outside of like showcasing things that because even like you cut a video, right? If you cut the video, let's say I'm doing a puzzle that a lot of people get stuck on, but I did it the first time. I didn't have to. You don't know that if I cut my video up or if I edit my video, you don't know that I got it the first time.
Exactly.
And it's like you probably don't even have the time and energy to fucking watch the whole video to know that I did it the first time through. Like, so I can't keep the quality of my content while also giving you the ability to like digest it in a fast way.
And see, and that's what inspires me to come up with those type of videos specifically for YouTube, because I was once one of those people always going to YouTube like, damn, I'm stuck on this part in the game, how did they do that? And I just end up typing in whatever game I'm playing, whatever boss level, whatever, and I end up finding that content creator that done it just effortlessly, and they might have done it within their whole stream, or upload, or they just got that particular criteria, and that's like that's fire to me.
Like for example, for my videos, for my YouTube videos, I'm gonna say for Super Mario Odyssey. But no, not Odyssey. Wonder.
Super Mario Wonder, right?
Yeah, Wonder, right? So basically, what I do is like in certain levels of maps they have in that game, I will break it down to chapters. Like, okay, on this part I'm playing on this stage, and then the next couple minutes I'm playing on this stage and this stage. I learned that from Lex. Like cut down, like making chapters like on each stage. At
yeah, like timestamps.
Yeah, timestamp. Pretty
that
much.
makes sense.
That's fire.
Yeah.
And I appreciate those YouTube channels that I come across that have those timestamps, because that is just so that detail matters.
Yeah, because
especially
like for those who want to look at a certain stage where they get stuck at and see how they person do it, they could click on that timestamp. Like, all right, cool. Let me check this out. That's what I did for.
And then
that's what I did for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero too. Like for like the episode battles parts, like the different arcs. Like okay, like for Vegeta's part, it's like 2 or 3 different arcs. So I got the Saiyan arc, the Planet Namek arc, and the
Namekian arc.
So like you can break it down. I broke it down each arc. So you want to look at that specific arc, go to that one.
And then even when you have timestamps, you're still getting that watch time on YouTube, which is why, which is one of the reasons why I do like uploading on YouTube, not streaming on it, but uploading. Yeah. Because, like I said, I'm still putting the content on there, and for me, it helps compensate for not being able to live stream as much as I would like to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But the timestamps do help because, let's say, like I said, I do my first time playthroughs for any game on YouTube, also to avoid backseat gaming. In real time compared to, me live streaming on Twitch.
I always tell people, like, to each his own. Like, if you want to just post your YouTube videos without editing stuff like that, that's on you. I ain't mad at you, but for me, I just like to take the time in the day.
Because I don't have time.
It's time consuming.
It is time consuming.
I would love to do it. I'm not a person that feels like that's, unreasonable or it shouldn't be done. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have the time to increase the quality of my videos in that way. I just literally don't, man. Like I work 9 to 5. I teach. I got 2 kids, and I stream. When am I could never. I'd never have time.
I mean, teachers, it is time consuming, but like for me, I already know how I want my videos to be. It all depends on the game too. Like not all videos gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? It always depends on the game.
And then for me,
I think going in with a vision probably helps a lot too, though. Like you said, you already know how you want your video to look, so you're like going in with a goal. Like me, I would be like, "What the fuck do I do with this shit now?" Like,
and it's crazy because I was actually about to kind of piggyback off of what Mel was saying, but like me, like for the most part, I already memorize what parts of my VODs or clips that I want to edit, and then when I get to that part, I'm like, okay, what audio do I want to put with it, or what, meme or GIF or whatever I want to put with this. So it's like I already kind of have it in my mind, like, okay, like this sound would go perfect with this moment. So I've been editing my stuff since.
Markers?
Nah, I don't use markers.
Oh yeah, I
use
markers.
Yeah, I usually don't because for the most part, I already remember what time frame things happen because I try to keep up with my own VODs and stuff. So I usually memorize it already. I'm like, oh yeah, I was playing this game and I remember this happened. This is the time area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really.
And then I just chop it down from there.
To add what you said, Lex, that was one of my biggest hangups on my clips and random editings. Like, I'll have a variety of different memes and GIFs that I'll have like stored on my personal storage situation, but sometimes I forget about that in the process of editing my clips or even just doing a fast upload. And I will say the con about Eclipse, I feel like some of their memes that they implement are kind of tired.
Yeah.
or just not ancillary at the right moment.
That's why I don't always go the extra mile sometimes. Like I just recently started putting a little bit more time into kind of like making cool edits and stuff because I don't want that to be the main focus on every video I make.
Yeah.
You're not going to always expect edits and stuff out of me. Sometimes I might do a couple of little zoom ins. I'll put in a little something. like the most recent one I think I did was, I think it was one of Mario Party 4. Dre seen it. Like that one, it just hit me at that moment. And I was just like, you know what? I feel like it's too basic if I do it this way. So let me tweak it a little bit, use my keyframes or whatever, do the zoom ins and whatnot, and see if it works.
I'm gonna say now too.
And for that one, it came together, but it's not going to be the same result for every clip or video that gets posted.
I was gonna say now too, like, you know, like if you ever watch my YouTube, not my YouTube, my TikTok, how I posted like, you know, like the last 4 videos I did was based on Call of Duty Black Ops 6. That's why I use Streamlabs for, like the way how Streamlabs is like when they have like a circle face cam, you can actually have like a circle face cam and trying to still have the base of your gameplay looking good. That's what I like about Streamlabs.
I ain't gonna lie, Dre. Like your overlays and the way you got your stream set up, like that was one of the first things I noticed
Very
when I started
clean.
when I started watching your streams for real. Like I was like, damn, this is like the way you got it. However you did it, I was just thinking like, damn, this is dope. Like it's very
Like, what you
clean.
mean by that?
Like Melly said, like just the way your introduction was to the transitions to the what we call it, like a like the icebreaker when you're just talking to your chat and whatnot in between when you hit pause or whatever, and you go out of your way to hit that overlay for your your chat overlay screen. And I
like
like
you
that.
have like your transitions, your stingers, like it's all cohesive. Like it's a whole like
it feels
coordinated.
it feels natural.
Yeah. Like before, like, you know, for my gameplay on PC or PlayStation 5 or Switch games, I try not to put too much stuff onto that overlay because I want to make sure everybody sees the whole gameplay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to try to keep it as clean as possible. And like the transitions, I try to time it right. You don't want to make it too early or too late. You gotta make sure you gotta time it perfectly to transition to one scene to another. Make it perfectly synced. You know, it took a lot of time and patience. And also watching YouTube videos. So, so
it's the best one.
I don't think I ever asked you. How long you been streaming?
3 years.
3.
Same here.
3 years. Going to 4 in the next couple, like in 2 weeks. It'll be 4 in 2 weeks.
How long you been streaming?
It'll be 2 years, December 5th.
2 years, you said?
I'm a baby.
Wow, a day before my birthday is crazy.
Yeah, December 5th is my Twitch affiliate anniversary as well. My first anniversary.
Nice. Okay, see. Cool.
Like Olver, you know how I made your raid video, right? That was an example of transitions that I did.
It's fire. And
you gave me a few clips. So another thing I do, especially even if it's my own project, let's say you give me like 2 clips, I will make that mess look cinematic. I will break that mess up in like 3 pieces and then get your second clip, break it up in like 4 and just mix them together. You won't even know the difference.
I smile like a little kid every time I have that video playing, and it's like, because you did so dope with the transitions between the different games, and then the music is so captivating.
The music is the hardest part sometimes, because if I know you well enough or based off the clips you give me, I try to find the music that vibes with it. And I'm like, nah, this is too soft, or this has too many beats going on at one time. You can't hear the screaming from the clips. Like, this ain't right. I'm very particular with my editing, so I'm like,
Nah, Lex be doing her shit when it comes to editing though. And her price is reasonable.
You're the truth. Oh yeah, most
definitely. I gotta get a couple videos. I don't have an intro. I don't have a raid video. I just got my little intro, my little friends intro that I be playing. That shit is so silly to me. That's all I got.
Hit up Lex,
I gotta change mine soon too. Like once I hit December, I'm gonna start working on my intro, new raid video, new BRB screen, like all that.
Yeah.
My problem is that I don't be knowing what to showcase. Like I don't be knowing what to pick. I like all my clips.
Well, the good part,
the ones that like people clip, like I be liking all of them. I be like, damn, what do I pick?
So what I do is I mix them. So like, for example, an intro video, right? I'll use a combination of both clips I made and clips that my viewers made. So I'll have a few set ones for my intro video, and then after that, I don't touch those clips. Then I'll go on to a new set for like my raid video. have those set, and then for BRB or whatever. So you can divide them up and just make them into different components. That's like the best advice I can give on that.
I'm gonna have to just sit down and go through my videos and like find shit that I really, really like.
Find those favorite clips, or even use your trailer if you made a trailer.
Exactly, channel trailer, that too.
I don't have a channel trailer. I need one though.
I have the video you made for me, Lex. I've been recently using that as a intro video to my streams because I've noticed over the past couple of months when I start my stream, I don't typically start until about maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes or 10 minutes in.
Me too. That's why I be playing music and stuff, and then go to my intro, and I'm like, I need some more time.
Yep. And it's been, I think a lot of more people have been appreciating that.
I might need to get a new raid video too, but I need more clips. I'm actually smart. Yeah, I gotta need to make more clips too, so I can get a new raid video out.
Yeah, or even if you got some YouTube ones, you can throw those in there too. Like any clips you got, or even old PlayStation clips, because I have a backlog of clips on my PS5 that I need to get rid of. So that's another thing. If you got clips that you need to get rid of, that's the perfect time to use them for a raid video, channel trailer, whatever your heart desires.
And if y'all don't have this device for capturing clips, the Stream Deck has saved me so much time.
I got a Stream Deck.
Yeah, true. Like, I got a Stream Deck and I got the clip button for Switch already in there.
Yeah, me too.
And I have the marker feature as well, so I can make sure
where you left out, like where the best parts to clip or best parts to get a clip.
Yep, because sometimes it'll be a dialogue situation you might want to revisit.
Yeah, I gotta add a stream marker on my shit too on my Stream Deck. I be forgetting sometimes because I don't know
which one you got.
I got the Stream Deck second version.
The medium size.
Yeah, I still got the medium size, just the second version of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the MK2. Yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah, I got the Mark II.
Yeah, I don't think you have to go any bigger than that one, honestly, because I feel like that the one that has like 25 buttons on one page is a little OP because you can just make a switch page button, and that's how I do it. Yep.
Yeah, the XL. Yeah, the XL too many buttons for me. Too many buttons for the XL. I mean, it's good, but it's like it's too many buttons for me to press and try to remember which button to press. I'm like, I'm gonna stick with the Mark II because it's like what 15 buttons on there. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with that.
Yep.
And then, like you said, you can just make a folder and just click on that, and everything's on that folder.
That or
I need
like
to reorganize mine.
On my Stream Deck, I have it's like a next page button you can create. So you can have a whole set of pages of a whole new 15 buttons.
Exactly.
So like,
I want to take stuff out of my folders and just do a different page.
And I think that works easier for me because like my main page of my Stream Deck is like pretty much all of my OBS and clip related situations, and then my light control for my Elgato light, and then the next page will be like all of my sound bites and things like that.
Yeah, I have most of my buttons right now. I'm looking at currently right now is mostly like my scenes, my go on live button, my Twitch clips, my go on my Twitch clips.
How do y'all do y'all sound bites? Like, do y'all set them up in OBS?
Yes.
You can set them up through. Well, you have to set them up through OBS, but you can grab those bites from Stream Deck software itself, or just record your own sound bites from wherever you got it from, and just upload it and save it to your PC.
Exactly.
Or get route.
Yeah.
Or you could download sound effects using the website. I forgot what website it's called. You could just download sound effects and just put them on your computer.
Like I know a site that I use for my sound alerts is Blurp. So how I structure it is like so on my channel, right, I'll have certain sound alerts and I'll see which ones don't get used. Whichever sound alerts don't get used, I find a purpose for and just add it to my Stream Deck, and then I'll kind of change it up here and there.
And you do it through Blurp? So
yeah, you can download sounds from there. So like if you go on Blurp and link your Twitch to it or whatever, you can configure everything from there.
You can find a lot
of sound alerts too.
Yeah, you can find a lot of them.
Yeah.
on Twitch.
You can even make your
I
own
got
too.
them. I just want to use them myself. Like when I be wanting to use them, I end up going in and using them like a channel point redeem.
Oh, I know what you mean.
I want to be
okay.
able to just like hit a button and use it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can definitely do
Yeah,
that.
you can do it
You
that
just
way, yeah.
go to the 3 little circles on the sound alert and then download audio. Then it'll take you to a page, and then you just hit those circles again and download it to your PC.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then from there, you set it up to your OBS and then connect it to your Stream Deck.
Okay. That's what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. And also too, I just realized that if you have the Elgato, what's that shit called? The cam link on your Elgato on the computer, you can actually use your phone as a webcam as well. I forgot the name of the
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I got
I use a Droid Cam.
A Droid cam.
So when I do my Gunpla streams, I use Droid Cam. It connects to OBS through Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See,
And
I got the Elgato version of that.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Elgato version.
yeah, or I use or like when I do mobile gaming, I use Prism.
I heard of Prism. Prism's good.
Prism's pretty good. Or even my IRL streams, when I was like out walking, I was using Prism.
Okay. So, last question, Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give to a new streamer or content creator?
I would say develop a solid schedule that works for your life, realistically, and also follow that schedule to be consistent.
All right.
And to add to that, make sure you clip whatever you have during streams and upload your VOD after you got off the stream so you don't forget about it.
Mm-hmm. Just download on your computer so that way you don't forget about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it depends on how you have your streaming software set up. But with my Twitch, I have my my VODs automatically locked just in case music gets picked up or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll do my due diligence after the stream and just upload or make that whatever stream live so people can still catch it if they didn't catch it live.
Okay. But I was gonna say now too, when it comes to playing music on stream too, you would not get copyright for your shit. It will just mute the music on your stream.
They muted. I had it set up to where it wouldn't. It would get by, like how you do the multiple channels on OBS, but it don't do that no more. It doesn't work anymore.
Really? Because I haven't had that issue. I remember I had that issue a couple of months ago, and I think it was just my sound card issue that I had at the time. And once I got a new sound card, I haven't had that issue again. Like I play music.
I don't know if it's maybe something else picking it up. Maybe like there's something else picking up the music, and I got it on too many channels or something. But at one point, I had it set up to where it was only you could hear it, but it would never go to the VOD. So like people live could hear the music, but it wouldn't go to the VOD. But now it's on the VOD and it's getting muted.
Yeah, it might be the feedback of your headset, maybe picking up on the mic. Because that was what my problem was when I had to when my last sound card burnt out. Because like that's one of the things that I do notice outside of my game, and a lot of my viewers love the fact that I have a lot of like random music playing, and I have I give people the option to request music or whatever, and that's an easy thing for me as a conversation piece.
That's why I like
find your niche.
That's what I always
New
say.
streamers, find your niche.
Yep. That's why I always say, like, yo, when you're streaming, make sure you record at the same time. So that way, if your music don't, like, while you're streaming, the music gonna be muted. But when you're recording, music stays there. You know what I'm saying?
I record everything. My OBS records as soon as I start. As soon as I start streaming, OBS start recording.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is be careful doing that, especially if you want to post, VODs on YouTube, because YouTube is tight as hell with that music. They don't play about that. So I do want to put the disclaimer out there that if you want to play music, Twitch is a much better platform for that, because the least they'll do is mute it. Most of the time, they don't count it against you. But YouTube, they will take that shit down in a heartbeat and block it. And you're cooked at that point. You're done.
YouTube has just muted me lately. They muted me, or they told me like
it probably says copyright.
Like, certain countries can't hear the music.
Yep. Yeah, certain countries.
Yeah, that's like the better result that you want to get on YouTube. But they also are very picky with who they choose to. They're very picky. So be careful with YouTube if you play music. That's just a disclaimer right now. Or even cutscenes from certain games and all that. Because they've done that shit to me before, and I have to rebrand my YouTube.
When you don't play no music and the fucking song is in the game, and it be like, this music is copyrighted. It's in the fucking game.
Yeah, it's like no shit.
Yeah, there's a particular game that you have to be careful streaming. Like, what was it? The latest Mafia game. You can't really stream that because all that music that's playing is all like licensed music.
Little Nightmares got flagged and muted for a song while I wasn't playing any music. It was in the game. I was like, this is insane.
Some games will have that music feature now though to, turn that music off, for streaming purposes, or there'll be a streaming mode for certain games.
Now that's sweet. Streaming modes that's a sweet idea.
Say it again one more time.
No, we're talking about certain games will have licensed music that'll kind of prevent you from streaming it, for the licenses purposes. But but I've noticed over the past couple of years that there are some games that are coming out that'll give you that feature to go into a streamer mode that'll get rid of all the theatrical music that's licensed or whatever. But one game in particular that doesn't give you that feature is the latest Mafia game.
Oh, okay. And also Kingdom Hearts. So you gotta be real careful playing Kingdom Hearts because their music on there,
wow.
they will copyright the shit out of that game. Especially if you're on YouTube with that bitch. Whoo, child, I feel sorry for you.
Good old Disney, huh?
Hell yeah. They want their money. They ain't fucking around. They want their money. Like they ain't making enough money as it is already.
Yeah, Disney, Warner Brothers, like all of them.
They want their money. Regardless, they rich or not. They just want their money. Pretty bastards.
Right.
Pretty fucking bastards. But anyway, though, Oliver, thank you for stopping by on the podcast, man. It was a real pleasure of having you. Really,
it's been amazing. It's been amazing. It's been a pleasure speaking with everyone.
All right, so what? Oh, this is my last question. This is my final question for real.
Okay.
So what's in the future when it comes to streaming content creator?
Yep. Any projects? Anything? You want to give a little sneak preview
collabs?
Well, I have a poll going on Twitter right now for my Twitch anniversary, and that's either for me to do a Hot Ones challenge times 2.
Oh yeah.
So the times 2 would be 2 wings per sauce instead of 1 like the original show. And I've done the Hot Ones challenge a couple months ago for my birthday. Other than that, I'm as far as streaming and any projects, I plan to get my mental health Mondays back implemented. So I think that was doing really well. And for the fact for my nursing career and education, that is my goal as far as my nursing career. I want to be a mental health nurse, and continuing into that advocacy.
All right.
And I think streaming will help reach out to more people, especially people like us who enjoy video games and things like that. Because a lot of people probably don't want to seek out whatever their mental health issues may be or the cause of it.
Yeah, I definitely feel on that. Definitely feel it on that one there. But once again, though, Oliver, thank you for stopping by, man, and it's been a pleasure having you here.
For sure.
Real. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one.
All right, peace.